safety. This here is a 2012 Volkswagen Jetta, which was named like the #1 top safe car of 2012, which is pretty nifty if I do say so myself. So, some great features of this Volkswagen are its stellar brakes. Probably can't see me pressing the brake, but I sure am pressing that brake. And the difference between a good brake and a bad brake is your stopping distance. A good brake will decrease that stopping distance so you don't hit stuff, but the bad brake is going to take a little longer for you to stop, and then that could be the difference between life and death. Another important thing about this car is the seatbelt. As we can see, we always must buckle up before we go. So this here is a loose seatbelt. It like stretches out when I go forward. So if I hit, I go wah, and it goes out that far. Some other seatbelts are like tight seatbelts, but any seatbelt is a good seatbelt. Here's some fun facts about seatbelts. So, a seatbelt such as this gives you 50% more distance when you're stopping. A non-stretchy seatbelt doesn't give you quite as much distance. And no seatbelts, it's really bad. We can figure out the force of this here seatbelt by using a little thing called work times distance equals 1/2 mv squared. So let's say my mass, good old me, is 59 kilograms. So I'm 59 kilograms, and this car here is traveling like 22 meters per second. Well, not right now, of course, but it will be. And we're going to square that times 1/2, and that's going to be me. And if we divide that by my distance, then we're going to get how much force is acted on me. Now see, because this here seatbelt is a stretchy one, that means we get more distance, which means more safety. So by using those numbers, let's say this seatbelt gives me 1.5 feet of distance. So if I get 1.5 feet of distance, or just kidding, meters, we ain't about feet in this world, am I right? So we get meters because I'm a liar, and that's going to be about 9,518.76 newtons. It's pretty good. That's still a lot of newtons, but this seatbelt here is protecting me. If I had no seatbelt, well, I mean, that'd be about 71,390 newtons, and I'd probably die, which is not good. And then just a non-stretchy seatbelt, that's about 14,000 newtons. So as you can see, the stretchy one has the best, or the lowest, amount of force imparted on my body, which is what I want, so I don't die. Alrighty, so we're gonna start driving here. So as you can see here, I'm driving this nice Volkswagen Jetta 2012, and I'm commercializing for them very well right now. But anyway, this is a very safe car, because if I were to suddenly crash right now like this, just kidding, I didn't crash, but that was a crash simulation, and good thing no one was behind me or they would have rear-ended me. But anyway, if I would have crashed, this car has a pretty strong roof. Now, you would wonder, what the heck is with a roof? Like, why is that important? And you know what? When you're getting hit by a car going about 50 miles an hour, well, you're gonna want a strong roof. I'll tell you, back in the roof days. But anyway, enough about roofs. Just kidding, we're gonna keep talking about roofs, because I didn't even explain why roofs are important. So, if this roof was a weak roof, it would probably collapse on me, and that would really hurt. And we're not about that life here in this car. Nope, we're about the safety. So luckily, oh my god, there's actually another car on the road. I thought there was no one else. Well, that's nifty. Good thing I used my turn signal. But anyway, so we want that roof to not collapse on us, because collapsing roofs on your head, well, that's not good. Did you know it takes 3,300 newtons to break a human bone? So in a crash, the force acting on you is about somewhere between 9,000, if you're wearing your seatbelt, or 71,000, which is kind of a lot. So that's why this here car is so nice, because we got the roof, which keeps us from being collapsed on. We got the front that compresses in so that your engine doesn't like blow up on you. That would kind of suck. It's all about the work, the distance, your impulse really. Impulse is really up there in importance. It's depending how fast you go, depending on the masses, and you know what? It's just an overall safe car. Alrighty, so I've done gone out of my car. Now I gotta lock up so no one steals it. That's also safety, not crash related, but insurance related, because you don't want anyone stealing your 2012 Volkswagen Jetta. So another cool safety another cool safety feature about this here car is the wheels. Now, you would say, what do wheels have to do with safety? And oh, hello sir, there's a car over there. He's wondering about me squatting in the road. Well, I'm sorry sir, but we're doing a safety video here. Anyway, I'm sure that nice young man knows what safety's all about. So these here wheels are what keep your car going forward. So if I were to pop one of these wheels, well, then I would start swerving off the road, and we don't want to swerve off the road. That would be bad. So if I have nice thick rubber that'll prevent, like rocks and nails and stuff from getting in it and popping, so they have good wear, like a thick tread, you want it, once it gets down to 1/4 of an inch, you want to replace your tire. So that is what keeps the friction on the road here to the wheels. And that friction is necessary with stopping, which is lucky for us, because this here 2012 Volkswagen Jetta has a really nice braking system. And this braking system is what helps us stop. Oh, I just got mud on the car. This braking system is what stops the car, and so you don't hit things, hit other cars. You want that reaction time to be fast. Another fun thing about this car is it's got sensor, some here in the hood area, and that sensor will tell you, oh, person's coming close, beep beep, oh my god, you should probably stop because there's an object in front of your car. And that'll keep you from doing like small accidents, like, oh, I'm in a parking lot and I backed into someone. There's little sensors that tell you, oh no buddy, you better stop. And that is what safety is all about, to prevent the crashes. And that has to do with electrons and the electro stuff, the circuits and all the wires, and they're all telling your car, oh no, they can sense like the distance between that, and they're like, this is when you need to stop so that your brakes can go into action so you don't hit that thing in enough time. So that's pretty neat. So while you're driving, you always want to make sure that you're keeping your eyes on the road. Now, I might not be keeping my eyes on the road right now because I'm doing this video, but that's okay because I'm going 1 mile an hour. Now, when you're going, you want to make sure that you can see something in front of you so you can stop and your car goes. Now, I don't think there's any. Alright, so I'm just going to keep going now. So, here's an example of what you don't want to do. Stop. That's what brakes are for. You may not know it, but when you press the brake, the car doesn't stop immediately. Let's say I was going 50 miles an hour, which is roughly 22 meters per second. That would be my initial velocity. I see a figure in the distance and decide, oh no, I should probably stop. So I press on my brake. When I press on my brake, there is a human reaction time of 0.85 seconds for me to realize that there's an object and actually step on my brake. So once I begin stepping on my brake, I start decelerating at a rate of 16 miles per hour, which is roughly 7.46 meters per second squared. So let's say it takes me 3 seconds to come to a complete stop. If I multiply my initial velocity times my time plus 1/2 times my deceleration times my time squared, I'll get how far I traveled. In that time, I will have traveled 32.43 meters, which is roughly 106 feet. From the time I started decelerating to the time I got to that object would be 106 feet. That's a lot. Well, this has been our safety training video, so thanks for watching. And the difference between a good break is a bad break. Wait, that's what I meant. This is the stupidest thing I've ever said. Okay. And the difference.
I got that.
Starting? Okay,
No,
sorry.
you're good.
Alright.
Just give it a couple seconds before you start talking so I can have it.
No, it's good. Okay, just give me a second. In here, right? Okay. Stop. That's what breaks. Can you leave? I can't look at you without laughing.
Okay.
You can't be over there either because I'll know you're there and I'll start laughing.